welcome back to the channel. I'm your host, Dr. Nick, also known as the 90s Guy, and welcome back to the 90s Guy channel. Today I wanted to go over a huge lot of movies that I've recently got in the last handful of months from my local Disc Replay, and then also a Disc Replay about an hour away from me. They've been having a lot of these buy 3, get 6 free, buy 4, get 8. I mean, there's been all kinds of crazy sales, and you know me, I love movies, Blu-rays, and, cheap DVDs that I can find that either aren't on Blu-ray or are just as good on DVD. So let's just jump into it. I got a ton. There's probably going to be a part 2 because I have a whole nother box. So let's just jump right into it. So we've got the Manchurian Candidate. A little bit of fuzz on there. When you got dogs, you're going to have a little bit of fuzz flying around. So, yeah, we got the Manchurian Candidate with Denzel Washington, Meryl Streep, Liev Schreiber. Excellent movie. We've got, this is a really strange one, CNN Millennium 2000. So basically, this is apparently like a mini documentary, or says the most memorable images, videos of the Millennium 2000 that were shown during, the New Year's Eve 1999. So pretty cool. I haven't watched it yet. Looked pretty interesting. We've got a movie called 13 Days with Kevin Costner. And this one I had never heard of before, with Pierce Brosnan, also known as, the former James Bond. Forgive me if I mispronounce this. Taffin. Apparently, he's a small Irish town is terrored by a corrupt business syndicate. A lone hero wages an all-out war. Pierce Brosnan. Basically the same type of role as, 007, I guess. Looks interesting, Sometimes when I go through Disc Replay, I like to find movies that either I haven't seen or ones that I had never heard of. We got all 3 of these. Da Vinci Code. We've got Angels and Demons. And we've got the third one, Inferno. I had never seen these movies. I had heard they were really good. And when I seen them, I figured, why not pick them up? So I remember seeing this one in theaters. And I wouldn't say that I'm, against rom-coms. Some of them are actually pretty decent. And, it's a good movie to pop in every once in a while. Romantic comedies. Just to kind of relax and, feel good for a little while, I guess. And this is Jennifer Lopez in Made in Manhattan. I remember seeing this in the theaters a long time ago, probably 2002. Then we've got Spider-Man on Blu-ray, Spider-Man 2 on Blu-ray, and Spider-Man 3. Pretty cool to have that. I believe I pretty much have all of the MCU on Blu-ray or 4K of some sort. Got some more here. We've got Denzel Washington in the Pelican Brief, along with Julia Roberts. A fantastic movie. Very, very good movie. Highly recommend it. This one is another one of those Nicolas Cage action movies. It's decent, I guess. Stolen. This one I had never heard of before. Called Telltale. Interesting. Came from Blockbuster, and you know how much I love the Blockbuster movies. I feel like I'm preserving history, when I find them. Movie Strike Force, starring Richard Gere. I'd never heard of this. When a teenage boy stumbles on mafia execution in progress, he becomes the next murder victim in a gangland drug war. Richard Gere stars as the cool cop to head the elite strike force to crack the case. Seems decent. Interesting movie. Al Pacino in The People I Know with Kim Basinger. Sorry. This one's from Hollywood Video, actually. Looks decent movie. Could be pretty good. Got that for $1. Got a movie with Meryl Streep, Uma Thurman, and Brian Greenberg called Crime. Looks just like a regular kind of romantic comedy. Looks decent, I guess. Got some more here. We've got Adam Sandler and Drew Barrymore on Blu-ray and blended. This one I found this live from New York in concert. O-Town. Yeah. Oh, O-Town. It was a 2001 type boy band, if you remember, around the same time as, Backstreet and NSYNC and stuff. They were decent. They weren't horrible. Got a movie here called Code Hunter. Never heard of that. Looks interesting. It's got Coolio in it. Don't know the rest of these people. Adrian Paul, Vanessa Marcel. I don't know any of these other actors or actresses. Tom Loke's in it. But I don't know any of these other people. It looks pretty interesting, though. It's technological, hacking stuff. I like stuff like that. So, could be good. Get Warzone Punisher. Looks interesting, I guess. I think I've seen it maybe once. It's even got Newman from Seinfeld in it. Got Hot Fuzz, Simon Pegg, Nick Frost. Love that. Going through here more and more. Got Mark Wahlberg in The Gambler. Man of Steel on Blu-ray. Kick-Ass 2. Turtles 3, which a lot of people don't like. Turtles 2, which was always one of my favorites. Turtles. Frailty. Super 8. I've never seen Super 8. It looked interesting. These were actually all from the pawn shop. Those were not from Disc Replay. These were from the pawn shop. And I think I... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6... I think I paid like $20 for all of them. Something like that. Didn't pay a whole lot. Our pawn shops really don't sell their movies for that much. Movie, never heard of this one either. Sparks. I don't know anybody in this. I don't know a single actor or actress in this. Just look like an interesting title from the back. And then we've got Ben Affleck, Aaron Eckhart, Uma Thurman, and a lot of people did not like this movie. Paycheck. Kevin Spacey, very controversial Kevin Spacey, in Shrink. This one's really decent. Charlie Sheen, Post Mortem. Very good movie. I'd never seen it before, but it is definitely an interesting movie. It's from Lionsgate. A burned out forensic detective travels to Scotland. I mean, it's really, really good. I had never heard of it. And like I said, I go through Disc Replay sometimes and just go through the stacks and look at movies that I'd never seen or heard of. And sometimes I just like to check them out. Bruce Willis Tears of the Sun. Getting through this box. Oh, crap. Stack fell over. Oh, well. We've got In the Cut with Mark Ruffalo and Jennifer Leigh. We've got Kevin Costner in Swing Vote. Got the more 4-movie collection, Death Race. John Q. Road Trip. Very good movie. So what kind of movies you've been looking for out there? What did you find? This one I actually found. These two I found at garage sale this summer. Roger Corman presents Black Scorpion. Liam Neeson, Nonstop. And then these were from Just Replay. We got Kindergarten Cop, Ice, Hollywoodland, Antonio Banderas in The Body. Definitely an interesting set of movies I've been able to find lately, really. We've got Wrong Turn at Tahoe with Cuba Gooding Jr., Miguel Ferrer, Harvey Keitel. This one seemed pretty interesting. And we've got Dustin Hoffman, Rene Russo, and Morgan Freeman in Outbreak. Also, Cuba Gooding Jr. is in this. We got Charles Grodin from Beethoven and John Lovitz in Last Resort. This one's a decent one. Look decent anyway. The Immortals. Number 23 with Jim Carrey. And Abandoned with Katie Holmes and Benjamin Bratt. So, definitely, an eclectic, different types of movies. Stealing Harvard, Training Day, The Phantom, which did not do very well in the theaters. We've got Haunted House 2. This is one of my favorites. Jack Black and Mos Def, Eddie Glover, Be Kind, Rewind. Very, very good movie. Dracula 2000. Contagion. And then this is Crank and Crank 2 Double Pack with Jason Statham. And then we got about 2 more stacks. Chernobyl Diaries. Patrick Swayze in Red Dawn. This is the original Red Dawn from 1984. Very good movie. Got Jim Carrey, Man on the Moon. Got Brad Pitt and Morgan Freeman in Seven. What's in the box? Powder Blue, Jessica Biel, Ray Liotta, Forrest Whitaker, Lisa Kudrow, Patrick Swayze, Chris Christopherson, and Eddie Redmayne. Look decent. Michael Douglas, Kiefer Sutherland, Eva Longoria in The Sentinel. This one looked decent too. Rachel McAdams and Gillian Murphy. It's a movie by Wes Craven called Red Eye. And Ray Romano and Gene Hackman in Welcome to Mooseport. It's very interesting. It looks very good. One more stack, and then we're done. Then I'll do a part 2 for the others. We got Simone, Lethal Weapon 2. I've got the other ones already. Sour Grapes. Steven Weber and Craig Bierko. I don't know. Trial by Jury with Joanne Wally Kilmer, Armand Assante. Never heard of this movie. Looked good. Then we've got Euro Trip. And this one was really cool to find. This is the special edition of Memento. Very cool. Looks like a file folder. Pretty cool. Very interesting movie, to say the least. We've got Punch Drunk Love, which I was super happy to find. It's got the slip. Very interesting movie. Red Dragon. Got 21 Grams. This one is 13 Conversations About One Thing. Matthew McConaughey, Amy Irving. Interesting story. So, these are all the movies that I picked up at Disc Replay, Pawn Shop, one garage sale, and like I said, there's going to be a part 2 to this of another pretty good sized box of movies that I picked up. So leave a comment down below, watch the other videos, leave a like, that helps out the channel a lot, hit that subscribe button, and hit that little bell icon to make sure you get notified of all my videos, and I will see you all later.